Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for the 106.3 FM Nightly Update. Things that have happened during the day coming your way right now. I'm Brian O'Brien on 106.3 FM. This is the big one. A lot of folks are already coming online right now for your nightly update, and we have snow in the tri-state, and we'll tell you about the snow in the tri-state here in just a minute. Let just a few more folks get online, like Justin Busick there, and David, Sandy, Debbie, Ruby, Lisa, Alicia, all these fine folks. Where are you watching tonight? We would love to know. This is your nightly 106.3 FM update, and it's for Southwest Virginia, Upper East Tennessee, and as well Southeast Kentucky. So let's talk about the weather real quick here. The weather goes a little something like this. We have snow in the tri-state, but we have a temperature of roughly 32 to 34 degrees. Some places are still lingering at 36 degrees. We are still expecting snowfall on the ground, and that will be more overnight, closer to the midnight hour. Some places did experience some ice, and as those temperatures drop, you can still expect that. Now, the road crews have been out salting the areas and pre-treating, so just get ready for that. A lot of folks are saying hello tonight from Barberville and Hewlin. We've got Liz Greiner from, I guess it's Chicago. We've got folks chiming in from Harrogate, Tennessee, Pineville, Ferndale. Just tell us where you are, where you're tuning in right now. All right. Here's what we've got. We've got several things that have happened today. The weather, I'll kind of wrap the show up with that. And this is going to be about a 7 to 10 minute ordeal. I'll just say that, again, people forgot how to drive today. We've had a couple of hit and run accidents in Middlesboro. One person, big black Silverado, careened into to Debbie Parton, happens to be a friend here of the radio station. As she was coming off of 15th Street, they headed down 441 in Middlesboro. No one's seen them since. She is okay, just shaken up. There was also a hit and run on a green Nissan in the Save-A-Lot parking lot. I do believe in the last week we've had so many accidents that folks should maybe go back and check what it takes to actually get your license. Speaking of accidents, early this morning at 5:46 in the morning, the Frakes Volunteer Fire Department was called to the scene of a single vehicle accident on Highway 3485 in the Upper Laurel Fork community. And what we've got there is a tan Toyota Tacoma. It had flipped and landed upright just off of the side of the roadway. Once on scene, the folks from the Frakes Volunteer Fire Department found no one around the vehicle. Then we discovered that the owner had walked to his home that was nearby. Once at the owner's home, they found him sitting on his porch with his family and complaining of some head trauma. Bell County EMS personnel quickly arrived on scene and transported the patient to the Middlesboro ARH for treatment. Also assisting on scene, Bell County Sheriff Deputy Patrick Brooks. At 6:10, now remember, the first one was sitting at, the first one was 5:46. This is 6:10. While they were on the scene of that motor vehicle accident that had occurred just moments earlier, the Frakes Volunteer Fire Department was dispatched to a fire. It was a vehicle fire on 3485, a mile from Kentucky 74, what's known as Fondie Mountain. Once the fire department got on scene, they found a 2000 model Chevrolet Silverado fully engulfed in flame. The blaze was immediately extinguished by responding firefighters, and after the scene was clear from any hazards, they found out from talking to the owner that while on his way to work, his vehicle had stalled on him. He stated he tried to restart the truck and he smelled something that he described as electrical smoke. He stated he tried to grab his belongings that were in his hands and reach out and got out of the truck, and smoke was filling the passenger compartment. He stated that just after he got out of the vehicle, the fire spread quickly throughout the cab. The occupant was able to leave the scene unharmed. Also assisting on scene, Deputy Patrick Brooks, who was also there to begin with. We'll have those pictures up and the final report here on our station Facebook page as well as our website. We got all the kinks worked out of our news page, and I put up the last 3 days. Just a little after noon today, also involving Frakes and the Frakes Volunteer Fire Department. At 12:06, the fire department was paged to Henderson Settlement on Highway 190 for a report of a vehicle accident. Once they got on scene, they found the occupant inside the mission office at Henderson Settlement, where she had been taken in order to get out of the weather. After talking to her, 52-year-old Dewana Ellis of Pineville, they discovered that she had not been injured. They immediately started checking the area to make sure there wasn't any hazards left behind with the accident. They found that after the scene was safe and sound, Officer Patrick Brooks with the Bell County Sheriff's Department finished his investigation, and the one was actually arrested for driving under the influence, first degree, and criminal mischief, third degree. She's in the Bell County Detention Center right now. The city of Barbourville had an accident today on Highway 25E. No word on whether there were any injuries, but it did shut down the highway for some time in and around the KFC area. It looked like two passenger vehicles had collided, and one of them was laying in the median. Have I heard anything about Bell canceling school for tomorrow? Yes, I have. Bell County is closed tomorrow. All right, with that said, the city of Barbourville, in conjunction with Todd Owens, Emergency Management Director, has launched a new program to check on the elderly and disabled in the event of inclement weather. Those who sign up for the program will be called by a city employee on mornings when the temperature drops below 25 degrees to make sure they're okay and have heat and food. If the city employee cannot get in contact with the person, a family member, friend, or neighbor will be called. If the second contact cannot help, a police officer will be dispatched to the residence to do a welfare check. Mayor David Thompson said that there's no reason in this day and time that any elderly or disabled person should take the chance that something tragic happens. The program is available free of charge to those in the city limits of Barbourville and to those in the county on a case-by-case basis. If you would like to sign up in the Barbourville area or sign someone else up, please call City Hall at 606-546-6197 and provide the person's name, physical address, home and or cell phone number, and an emergency name and an emergency contact as well. Snow's coming down at a decent tick right now. I wouldn't call it heavy snow, but that is to come here in just a little while. Laurel County Sheriff John Root is reporting that the sheriff's detectives, James Sizemore, along with Detective Jason Back, Detective Chris Edwards, Brandon Broughton, Deputy Brad Mink, and Deputy... I've got milk on my mind from all of this weather. It's not your traditional news update, folks. Deputy Brad Mink and Deputy Brian Lawson, I'm not going to be able to keep this together now, arrested 6 people on drug charges off of Paris Car Road, 12 miles southwest of London this afternoon. It happened just before 11:30 today. They occurred while the sheriff's office was conducting a drug investigation there, where deputies located a suspected crystal meth and drug paraphernalia outfit, I guess you could say. It included a glass pipe and a needle, and as the investigation continued, a search warrant was executed at the residence, and detectives found a large quantity of meth, scales, pills, and drug paraphernalia. Total amount of crystal meth seized, approximately 55 grams. Arrested 29-year-old Tommy E. Lamaster of Georgia, 58-year-old Michael Profit of Corbin, 53-year-old Mark W. Davidson of Gamecock Road in East Bernstadt, 34-year-old Allison J. Martin of London, 30-year-old Shannon J. Harrison of Cambridge, Indiana, and 31-year-old Jennifer Marie Baltovich, and she is also from Corbin. They were all lodged in the Laurel County Detention Center. All right, in Tennessee news, we told you about this last night on our social media. There was an officer who was shot. Turns out that he was shot in the shoulder. He is going to be okay. I believe he's been released from the hospital. Knoxville police say the officer that was shot last night in front of the Northeast Knoxville Shopping Center still has that suspect on the run. His name, Ronnie Lucas Wilson. Now, the shooting was reported just after 8:30 near the target on Washington Pike. Knoxville Police Chief David Roush said last night that Officer Jay Williams was attempting a traffic stop on his vehicle when the driver fired a round at Williams. The vehicle then stopped, and the driver fired several more shots at the officer. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation said that Wilson shot at Williams with a handgun and a shotgun. And Williams was hit in the upper shoulder, as I said a moment ago, and taken to UT Medical Center. He's since been released from the hospital. So officers are still... Now, last night we were following this chase. We have a friend, JG, down there in the Tennessee area, in Claiborne County, South Claiborne County, as a matter of fact. And he kind of has the insight in many different things, and heard that the vehicle was fleeing into Union County. And then from Union, they had set up an alert for Claiborne County. Officers are looking for 31-year-old Ronnie Lucas Wilson. Police say he is armed, he is dangerous, and he is believed to be a member of the Aryan Nation gang. His vehicle, which is a black Nova, which has a red stripe on it, I believe down the hood, that was found this morning It was found Friday morning. That's today, in case you are watching this at a later time. He was added to the top 10 most wanted by the TBI. There is only a $2,500 reward. I would think it would be just a little more, but I'm editorializing. There's a $2,500 reward for information that can lead up to his arrest. He has brown hair, brown eyes, 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighs 185 pounds, and we actually have a picture of this person. Don't know that I'm going to call him a gentleman, but I will say he is a person. And he is, we have it on our social media page. It was put out by the TBI. I'll try and show that to you right now because I don't have it loaded up on our switching computer. But he is also believed to be in the care, that's not the right word, in the company. He is said to be in the company of a young lady. And her name is 31-year-old Kristen Denise King. She is supposedly with Ronnie Lucas Wilson. They are looking for her right now. Anyone who has information on King's whereabouts is asked to call the Knoxville Police Department's Crime Information Line at 865-215-7212. All right, see if I can get that picture up here for you in just a minute. Callers can remain anonymous, as a matter of fact. Wilson is on the TBI's most wanted list and should be considered armed and dangerous. Police say that he did shoot Officer Jay Williams during that traffic stop. All right, can't get the picture up. I'll just move on. I guess that's it as far as the news. It said it was going to be pretty brief tonight. Rain, snow, and freezing rain have all turned to snow. And the areas that it's not turned to snow will happen around 11 p.m. It is currently now 33 degrees in the tri-state. And it's looks like it's about 35 in Middlesboro heading into Harrogate. Look for a low of around 23 tonight. Blustery, gusts up to 22 miles an hour, and a chance of precipitation is 100%. We're looking for a possibility, small possibility, of 1 to 3 inches in several of the areas. 1 to 3 inches in several of the areas, okay? So just know that, and if you don't have to be out tonight, try not to be out. Don't clog up the highways and byways with what could be accidents. Now, with that said, the Bell County Sheriff Department has put out a notification this evening and into tomorrow, Saturday the 13th. The Bell County area is expecting, well, they were, and we're still expecting, a significant weather event that could potentially be dangerous for travelers. Now, the Bell County Sheriff Department will be out in force patrolling the county. They suggest limiting your travel for the next day. They will assist motorists if needed, but please keep in mind emergencies will take priority. Now, if you're involved in a non-injury accident, please pull to the side of the road and, if possible, exchange insurance information with the person you're involved with. If not, and it's a small fender bender or you've skidded into a rail and you're uninjured, call the Bell County Sheriff's Office at 606-337-6174, or if it's an emergency, 911. Also, the Sheriff's Office in the Bell County Old Courthouse, along with all other government offices throughout the state, will be closed Monday, January 15th, in observance of the Martin Luther King Jr. birthday. Also, please be safe. Don't drink and drive. That's what I got tonight. I hope you've enjoyed the update, and I hope this is helping folks. Hello to everybody who is online, and be careful. Real quick, do we have any questions? Just taking a quick peek right here. Driving conditions from Hewlin to Middlesboro. They're fine. Right now, they're fine. We just have light snow in the tri-state, and we're just hovering over freezing right now, okay? What else we got? Let's see. Is it going anywhere? Oh, I'm sorry. Is it snowing anywhere? Several places. Yeah, several places. So, with that said, you guys have a great night. God bless you, and we will talk to you at a later time. Be careful out there, okay? See you. We'll do the spiffy music and make it sound really important, okay? 3, 2, and 1. I'm Brian O'Brien for 106.3 FM. Follow me on Facebook at Brian O'Brien. You can also follow our breaking news at the big one, 106.3 FM. We have a story up there we didn't talk about. I want you to take a look at that. There was a bad accident on Highway 33 close to Maynardville. You guys have a great night. God bless.